Good evening to all of you. Today we will discuss time, speed and distance. Okay. What do you mean by speed? Speed is defined as magnitude of change of position of an object per unit time. Mathematically, you can write speed is nothing but speed is equal to distance divided by time. So here, concept number one important is what do you mean by average speed? Average speed is ratio of total distance travel divided by total time taken. So here we can define average speed as a ratio of total distance travel divided by total time taken. Okay. Example, suppose you are at position A. Initially, you are at position A. From position A to position B, let your speed is S1 and time taken that is equal to T1. Similarly, from B to C, let your speed is S2 and time taken that is T2. And from C to D, let your speed is S3 and time taken that is T3. Suppose we will calculate it for infinite or n number of series. Suppose from E to F, let your speed is Sn and time taken that is Tn. So for this particular scenario, how to find this average speed? Now average speed is what? Average speed, it is the ratio of total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So from A to B, so how to find this total distance? This is very important. You know distance is what? Speed into time. So from point A or position A to position B, your speed is S1 and time taken is T1. So here distance is what? Now S1 into T1. Similarly from B to C, your distance is what? S2 into T2. From C to D, your distance is S3 into T3. Similarly from E to F, your distance is what? Sn into Tn. Okay. And if you take the sum of all, then you can find the total distance. Okay. So here total distance is S1 into T1 plus S2 into T2 plus S3 into T3 up to what? Now Sn into Tn. This is what? This is total distance. Average speed is what? Ratio of total distance divided by total time taken. And here total time taken is T1 plus T2 plus T3 up to Tn. So this is T1 plus T2 plus T3 up to what? Tn. Okay. So this is nothing but what? Average speed. Very, very important formula. Okay. Clear? Now we will solve questions from this concept, average speed. Okay. Now look at this. Question number 1. A bird is flying 400 km, covers the first 100 km at the rate of 100 km per hour, the second 100 km at the rate of 200 km per hour, the third 100 km at the rate of 300 km per hour, and the last 100 km at the rate of 400 km per hour. Okay, determine the average speed. So here a bird is flying. Okay, he covers the first 100 km at the rate of 100 km per hour. Okay, suppose this is the initial position. Bird is at position A. From position A to position B, it is given the distance is 100 km. So first 100 km, bird is flying first 100 km at the rate of 100 km per hour. That means from position A to position B, the distance is 100 km and speed is also given. This is also 100 kilometer per hour. This speed is 100 kilometer per hour. This is given in the question. Next, the second 100 kilometer are 200 kilometer per hour. That means, let from position B to position C, the distance is again it is given 100 kilometer and speed is what? 200 kilometer per hour. Here from B to C, your speed is 200 kilometer per hour. Again, the third 100 kilometer, look, the third 100 kilometer at the rate of 300 kilometer per hour. That means from position C to position D, again distance is 100 kilometer and here your speed is 300 kilometer per hour. And the last 100 kilometer at the rate of 400 kilometer per hour. That means from D to E, again your distance is 100 kilometer and speed is what? 400 kilometer per hour. It is given in this question. Okay. So for this case, okay, we have to find what? Average speed. Okay. So how to find the average speed? Normally average speed is what? Total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Here total distance is what? 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100, and it is also given in this question. Okay. A bird is flying 400 kilometer. Clear? So total distance is 400. Now important is how to find time. Time is not given directly. Okay. So from position A to position B, how to find time? You know speed is equal to what? Distance by time. And time is distance by speed. Look at this. You know speed is what? Distance divided by time. And time is what? Distance divided by speed. So here from point A or position A to position B, here time, how to find time? Now distance divided by speed, that is 100 divided by speed is given, okay, in this question. This is 100 kilometer per hour. So this is 100 by 100. Okay. Similarly from B to C, here time is 100 because distance is given 100 divided by 200. Plus from C to D, distance is directly given and your speed is what? 300. Plus this one is 100 divided by 400. Okay. Just solve this. 0 0 get cancel. Here 0 0 get cancel. Clear? So this is 400 divided by, you can take LCM. Okay. LCM of 2, 3 and 4. LCM of 2, 3 and 4. This is 1, this is 3, this is 2. LCM is 12. 2 into 3, 6. 6 into 2, 12. So here your LCM is 12. This one is 1. Okay. If you multiply 1 into 12, then you can get 12. Okay. So this is 12 plus this one is 2. Okay. That means here if you multiply 6. 6 into 1 is what? 6 plus this one is 4 and this one is 3. Just simple calculation. So this one is 400 divided by, this is 18 plus 4, 22 plus 3, 25. 25 divided by what? 12. Again you simplify this. This is 400. If you neglect this division, okay, you can use multiplication here, and here numerator becomes denominator and denominator becomes numerator. So this can be written as 12 by 25. Now 25 into 1, that is 25, remainder is 15. So 150, then 25 into 6, that is equal to what? 400. Now 16 into 12, 16 into 10, 160, and 16 into 2, 32. So 160 plus 32, this is 192 kilometer per hour. So here the average speed is what? 192 kilometer per hour. Now question number 2. A car travels 8 kilometer in the first quarter of an hour, 6 kilometer in the second quarter, and 16 kilometer in the third quarter. Find the average speed of the car in kilometer per hour. That means you are here, you have to calculate the average speed, and the unit is what? kilometer per hour over the entire journey. Okay. So how to find average speed? You know, average speed is what? Total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So here total distance is what? A car travels 8 km in the first quarter, 6 km in the second quarter, and 16 km in the third quarter. Quarter means what? Quarter means 1/4. 1/4 of 60 minutes, that is 15 minutes. So 1 quarter, that is equal to 15 minutes. So here how to find average speed? Before that, let's draw the diagram. Okay. Suppose this is the track. Assume this one is the car. So a car, suppose this position is A. From position A to position B, it is given 8 km. So car travels 8 km in the first quarter. First quarter means here time is given, and time is what? 15 minutes. Because 1 quarter, that is equal to 15 minutes. Again it is given 6 km in the second quarter. Okay, car travels 6 km. Let assume this point is C and distance is 6 km and time taken is again 15 minutes because in second quarter. And 16 km in the third quarter. Let from point C or position C to position D, this distance is 16 km and time taken is what? Again 15 minutes. So for this case, we have to find what? Average speed. Okay. And what is the formula for average speed? Now average speed is equal to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So here I will write it. Average speed is equal to total distance. Total distance 8 plus 6, 14. 14 plus 16, this is equal to 30. So 30 km divided by total time taken, 15 plus 15 plus 15, that is 45 minutes. But here important is you have to calculate average speed in kilometer per hour. Okay. So here you have to divide 60. To convert minute into hour, you have to divide by 60. So here this is 30 into 60 by 45. If you simplify, suppose 15 into 2 is what? 30. 15 into 3, 45. Again 3 into 20 is what? 60. Here your answer is 20 into 2. This is equal to 40 km per hour. For this case, your average speed is 40 km per hour. Okay. Now question number 3. A tourist covers half of his journey by train at 60 km per hour, half of the remainder by bus at 30 km per hour, and the rest by cycle at 10 km per hour. The average speed of the tourist in kilometer per hour during his entire journey is how much? Okay. So look, here distance is not given directly, okay, but distance is given in indirect way, okay, and speed is given. So look, first a tourist covers half of his journey by train, okay, at 60 km per hour. Okay. So first let this one is the train. Okay. And this position is let A. Here tourist covers half of his journey. Okay. Distance is not given directly. Let assume the distance is what? X. Total distance is X. Suppose this is initial position is A and this one is D. Okay. And here the distance is what? X kilometer. Let assume that. So tourist covers half of his journey by train at 60 km per hour. Here speed is given. This is 60 km per hour. Okay. Half of his journey by train at 60 km per hour. That means half means what? X by 2 distance. Let from point A, position A to position B, this distance is what? X by 2. Half of the journey. Okay. From position A to position B, distance is X by 2. Okay. Then half of the remainder by bus at 30 km per hour. Here remainder is what? Again X by 2. Again X by 2. And its half means X by 2 divided by 2. That is equal to X by 4. Okay. That means from point B or position B to position C, okay, he traveled by bus. Let this one is the bus, okay, and here your speed is what? 30 kilometer per hour. This is given in the question. This is 30 kilometer per hour. And here distance is what? Distance is x by 4 kilometer, okay. And then the rest by cycle at 10 kilometer per hour. That means from C to D he traveled by cycle, and here the speed is 10 kilometer per hour, and distance is what? Again x by 4, okay. So for this case we have to calculate what? We have to calculate what? Average speed. So how to find average speed? Total distance divided by total time taken. So here your average speed is what? Total distance. Total distance, here you assume this is x. So x divided by total time taken. Time is what? Distance divided by speed. So from A to B, distance is x by 2 divided by what? 60, plus from B to C, distance is x by 4 divided by 30, plus from C to D, again distance is x by 4 and it is given speed is what? 10. So here we have to calculate this one. So how to simplify this? Look, this is x divided by, you can write this one is x by 2 divided by 60. That means this is 1. This can be written as x by 2 into 1 by 60. This is x divided by 120. So here you can write, that means 2 is multiplied here. Huh? So here this is x divided by 120 plus here x divided by again 4 into 30, that is 120. You can write this is x divided by 120 plus this is x divided by 40. 4 into 10, that is equal to 40. Now you can take LCM. LCM is what? LCM is 120. So you can write it. This is x divided by LCM is 120 and this can be written as what? X plus 3x. Okay. And if you take x as common, here I will simplify. Okay. This is x divided by, this is 5x divided by 120. This can be written as x into 120 divided by 5x. X get cancelled, and if you simplify this, 5 into 2, this is 10, and again 5 into 4, that is 20. So your answer is 24 km per hour. Your average speed is what? 24 km per hour. Clear? Thank you. Now question number 4. If Ram goes from Delhi to Noida at speed of 30 km per hour and comes back at a speed of 70 km per hour, then what is his average speed during the entire journey? Okay, how to handle this type of question? Look, to handle this question, concept number 2, look at this. Suppose this is your home. From your home to office, let distance is d. Okay, you start your journey. Okay, from home to office, let your speed is, when you move from home to office, let your speed is x km per hour. Clear? Similarly, when you return back from office to home, your speed is y km per hour. So for this case, how to find the average speed? You know average speed is what? Average speed is total distance traveled. Total distance is from home to office, this is d. Again you return back from office to home, that is also d. So total distance, this is 2d divided by total time taken. How to find time? So from home to office, how to find time? Now distance is d, speed is x km per hour. So time taken is d divided by x plus. From office to home, your time taken is, again your distance is d, but your speed is y km per hour. Now simplify this. this can be written as 2d divided by, if you take d as common, this can be written as 1 by x plus 1 by y. D get cancelled. So simplify this one. This is 2 divided by, take LCM, this is xy and this is y plus x, that means x plus y. So this one is 2xy divided by x plus y. Okay, so this is the formula for average speed. You can apply this formula. Average speed is what? Average speed is 2xy divided by x plus y. In maximum books, okay, they mention this formula. Average speed is 2xy divided by x plus y. But how it is derived, that is very important. It is derived from this basic concept, that is total distance divided by total time taken. Here from home to office distance is d, again from office to home your distance is d. So here we can write 2d divided by d by x plus d by y. This is the time taken from home to office, that is d by x, and time for office to home, when you return back from home to office, from office to home, the time taken is d by y. Okay, so for this case, look, when you apply this formula, okay, that is also very important. When you apply this formula, when you start your journey from a point and again return back to that point, okay, at that scenario, at that condition, you apply this formula. Average speed is equal to 2xy divided by x plus y. Otherwise, do this, okay, from the basic, okay, you calculate. But if you start your journey from a point, okay, again return back to that point, at that time directly you use this formula. Remember this formula, average speed is equal to 2xy divided by x plus y. Now in this question, Ram goes from Delhi to Noida at a speed of 30 km per hour and comes back to a speed of 70 km per hour. Comes back means from Noida to Delhi, okay, at the speed of 70 km per hour. What is his average speed during the entire journey? Directly calculate. This speed is 30, this speed is 70. So your answer is 2 into 30 into 70 divided by 30 plus 70. Clear? Find this. This is 2 into 30 into 70 by 30 plus 70. Directly you can apply this. Okay? Thank you. Okay, now discuss relative speed. What do you mean by relative speed? When two bodies are in motion, you can find or you can calculate what? Relative speed. Okay? Suppose this is body A. Okay? Its speed is x kilometer per hour. And another body is there. This is body B. And his speed is y kilometer per hour. If both the bodies are moving in same direction, okay, then relative speed is x minus y kilometer per hour. So for this case, relative speed is x minus y kilometer per hour. This is one scenario. If both the body are moving in opposite direction, that means this is body A, his speed is x kilometer per hour, and body B, and his speed is y kilometer per hour. If they are moving in opposite direction, here relative speed is x plus y kilometer per hour. For this case, your relative speed is x plus y kilometer per hour. When both the bodies are moving in opposite direction, relative speed is x plus y kilometer per hour. And if these two bodies are moving in same direction, this one is the formula for the relative speed. This is x minus y. That means higher speed minus the lower speed. Okay. Now another speed is called absolute speed. When you calculate absolute speed, when one body is in motion, suppose this is a car. Car is moving in this direction, and there is a pole. that means it is a constant body. Okay, this is what? Pole. So for this case, you can find absolute speed. Okay, that means one body is in motion, another body is at rest. Okay, this speed is called here, this speed is called absolute speed. But for relative speed, you need two body. Okay, and if both the bodies are moving in same direction, this one is the formula for relative speed. And if two bodies are moving in opposite direction, this is the formula for what? Relative speed. Okay. Now we will solve questions from relative speed. Okay. Now look at this question. A train 140-meter long moves at the rate of 36 km per hour. How long will it take to pass a certain telegraph pole? That means there is a track. A train is moving in this direction. And length of the train is what? 140 meter. Okay. So here this length is 140 meter. Length of the train is 140 meter. And there is a telegraph pole. Okay. Suppose this is a pole. Now question is how long it will take to pass a telegraph pole. Okay. Now look at the concept. Suppose train is at this position. Suppose train is at this position. Can it pass the pole? No. For this case, train is not past this pole. Now let train is at this position. Now for this case, can this train pass this pole? Again no. For this case also, train is not past this pole. Now for this case, can train pass this pole? Yes. For this case, train pass or cross this pole. Okay. That means when to cross this pole, okay, how much distance train will travel? To cross this pole, how much distance this train will travel? That is equal to its own length. Okay. So for this case, your distance is what? Distance is LT, that is length of the train. For this case, when train pass this pole, when train is travel to its own length, okay, that means here distance is equal to LT. LT means length of the train, and it is given in this question. This is 140 meter. Distance is 140 meter. This is very, very important. So distance it is 140 meter. Speed of the train it is given. This is 36 km per hour. Okay. Distance is given. Speed is given. Speed is what? 36 km per hour. Now, how long? Okay. Time is what? Time is equal to distance divided by speed. That is equal to 140 divided by 36 km per hour. Now you convert this kilometer per hour into meter per second. Why meter per second? Because this length is in meter, 140 meter. So how to convert? Look, 1 kilometer per hour. This is equal to 1 kilometer means 1000 meter divided by 1 hour equal to 60 minute and 1 minute equal to 60 second. Okay. So 0, 0, it cancel. This is 10 by 36, that is 5 by 18. That means if you multiply 5 by 18 with 36, it will convert into what? Meter per second. Okay. So here the answer is time taken. Here I will solve this. Time t, that is equal to 140 divided by 36 into 5 by 18. Now 18 into 2, this is 36. 2 into 5 what? 10. So answer is 14 second. For this particular question, your answer is 14 second. Okay. And look at this concept is very, very important. To cross this pole, how much distance train will travel? It is equal to its own length. Okay. This concept is very important. That's why we will take distance is equal to LT. It is not given directly that distance is equal to 40 meter, that you assume. Okay, this is the logic. Thank you. Now look at this question. It takes 10 seconds and 15 seconds respectively for two trains traveling at different constant speed to pass a telegraph post. The length of the first train, that means let train number 1, okay, for first train the length is 120 meters. Suppose LT1 it is given, this is equal to 120 meters. Similarly for train 2, that is second train, is 150 meter. Let us assume this is T2, and for this LT2 is equal to 150 meter. It takes 10 seconds and 15 seconds respectively for two trains traveling at different constant speed to pass a telegraph post. That means here time is also given. T1 is equal to 10 seconds. Okay, so this one is 10 seconds and T2 is 15 seconds. That means is a very easy question. Okay, directly it is given. You can easily find what is S1. S1 is 120, that is distance divided by time. This is 10. This is equal to 12 meter per second. Similarly, for this case, H2 is equal to 150 by 15. This is equal to 15 meter per second. Okay. Now what you have to find? The magnitude of the difference in the speed. Okay. That means this one is T2 is what? 15. This one is not 15. This is 10. Clear? So the answer is what? Difference is 12 minus 10, that is equal to 2 meter per second. So for this question, the difference is what? 12 meter per second minus 10 meter per second. So the answer is 2 meter per second. Clear? So here the difference in the speed is what? 2 meter per second. Okay. Now question number 3. A train that is 280 meter long traveling at a uniform speed. Uniform speed means at constant speed. Suppose in 1 hour a train is travel 60 km per hour. In the second hour its speed is also 60 km per hour. Okay. In third again its speed is also 60 km per hour. Then that is called what? Uniform speed. That means a constant speed. So a train that is 280 meter long traveling at uniform speed crosses a platform in 60 seconds. It crosses a platform in 60 seconds and passes a man standing on the platform. Okay, that is in 20 seconds. Okay, that means there is a train and a platform is there. Length of the platform you have to calculate. Okay, that means length of the platform is LP. That you have to calculate. A man is standing on this platform. Okay, and it is given that train passes a man standing on the platform, okay, in 20 seconds, and train passes this platform in 60 seconds. It is given, time is given. So from train and man relationship, to pass this man, okay, how much distance train will travel? That is equal to its own length. Okay, so for this case distance is what? Distance is train length, that is equal to 280 meter. That means here distance that is equal to 280 meter. And time, that is equal to it passes a man standing on the platform in 20 seconds. That means time is 20 seconds. So easily you can find the speed of the train, that is equal to distance by time, 280 by 20. That is equal to, this is 0, this is equal to 14 meter per second. Okay, this is meter, 60 seconds. So this is 14 meter per second. So speed is that we can calculate. Okay, speed is what? 14 meter per second. Okay, now look, to pass this platform, okay, how to find distance? For that, look at this scenario. Suppose train is at this position. Can this train pass this platform? No. For this case, no. Let train is at this position. Can it pass? No. When train is at this position, let position of the train is at this point, this position. For this case, train passed this platform. Okay. So how much distance train will travel? Now LP, that is platform length, plus his own length. Okay. So here, where this is train and platform relation. Train and platform. So for this case, the distance is equal to what? LP plus LT. LP stands for length of the platform, plus LT stands for length of the train. Okay. And here you have to calculate this LP. LT is given, but you have to calculate LP. Time is given. Time is what? 60 seconds. So here time is 60 seconds. And speed already we calculate, that is 14 meter per second. And you know speed is what? Distance by time. So you can calculate speed is 14. That is equal to distance is what? Distance is LP plus 280, because length of the train, that is equal to 280 meter, divided by time is equal to 60. So easily you can calculate. What is your answer? Look, this is 14 into 60, that is equal to LP plus 280. This implies LP is equal to 14 into 60. 14 into 6 is how much? 6 into 4, 24. 6 into 1, 6. This is 8. 280 minus 280. This is equal to, this is 0, 14 minus 8. This is 6. This is 7 minus 2. This is 5. So LP is what? 560 meter. LP, length of the platform, is 560 meter. Okay. Easy question. Thank you. Good evening to all of you. Today we will discuss time, speed and distance. Okay. What do you mean by speed? Speed is defined as magnitude of change of position of an object per unit time. Mathematically, you can write speed is nothing but speed is equal to distance divided by time. So here, concept number 1, important is, what do you mean by average speed? Average speed is ratio of total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So here we can define average speed as a ratio of total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Okay. Example, suppose you are at position A. Initially, you are at position A. From position A to position B, let your speed is S1 and time taken, that is equal to T1. Similarly, from B to C, let your speed is S2 and time taken, that is T2. And from C to D, let your speed is S3 and time taken, that is T3. Suppose we will calculate it for infinite or n number of series. Suppose from E to F, let your speed is Sn and time taken, that is Tn. So for this particular scenario, how to find this average speed? Now average speed is what? Average speed, it is the ratio of total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So from A to B, so how to find this total distance? This is very important. You know distance is what? Speed into time. So from point A or position A to position B, your speed is s1 and time taken is t1. So here distance is what? Now s1 into t1. Similarly from B to C, your distance is what? s2 into t2. From C to D, your distance is s3 into t3. Similarly from E to F, your distance is what? Sn into tn. Okay. And if you take the sum of all, then you can find the total distance. Okay. So here total distance is s1 into t1 plus s2 into t2 plus s3 into t3 up to what? Now sn into tn. This is what? This is total distance. Average speed is what? Ratio of total distance divided by total time taken. And here total time taken is t1 plus t2 plus t3 up to tn. So this is t1 plus t2 plus t3 up to what? tn. Okay. So this is nothing but what? Average speed. Very, very important formula. Okay. Clear? Now we will solve questions from this concept, average speed. Okay.